God has already prepared what you need for this week. Before you even opened your eyes today, God was already taking care of things you haven't even noticed yet. If you started this Monday feeling worried, tired, or with a heavy heart, listen to this message until the end. It is for you. But before we continue, like this video and subscribe to the channel. This simple gesture helps this message reach other people who are also starting the week feeling overwhelmed. Now calm your heart, take a deep breath, and let's enter this message together. Today is Monday, and Monday carries a different weight. It carries expectations, responsibilities, racing thoughts, and often worries that haven't even happened yet. Maybe you woke up already tired, before the day even began. Maybe your mind immediately started listing problems, challenges, difficult decisions, bills, deadlines, pressures. But God brought you here today to remind you of a truth that completely changes the way you begin this week. God has already prepared what you need for this week. Nothing you will face is unknown to Him. Nothing that will arise in the coming days arrives without God having already seen it. While you were sleeping, God was not sleeping. While you were resting, God was working. While you were trying to quiet your mind, God was already aligning paths, preparing encounters, organizing answers that have not yet reached you. Maybe you are worried about work, about an important meeting, about a response that hasn't come yet, about the uncertainty of not knowing how things will work out. But God already knows. He's already prepared the provision you need. He's already set aside the strength you will require on the day the exhaustion hits hardest. He's already reserved the wisdom for the decision you have not yet had to make. You may not see it now, but God is already ahead of you. Many times our mistake is trying to start the week, carrying everything alone. We try to control every detail, anticipate every problem, solve everything at once. And that exhausts the soul. God did not call you to live a week driven by anxiety. He called you to live a week driven by trust. Trust is not doing nothing. Trust is walking forward knowing you are not alone. This week may bring challenges, but it will also bring provision. It may bring difficult moments, but it will also bring care. God never promised that the journey would be easy, but He promised He would be present in every step. When you begin the week, trusting that God has already prepared everything, your heart slows down, your mind finds rest, and hope is renewed.
You do not need to carry the weight of all the days at once. You do not need to suffer today over something that hasn't even happened yet. Each day has its own care, and God has already set aside the care for each one of them. If this week brings closed doors, God remains the God who opens paths. If it brings silence, God is still working in the unseen. If it brings waiting, God is still maturing the right time. Nothing is delayed. Nothing is out of control. Nothing has slipped from God's hands. Maybe you are emotionally tired. Maybe you have been trying to be strong, beyond what you can handle. Maybe you are smiling on the outside and fighting battles on the inside. God sees that, and He's already prepared rest for your heart. He's already prepared relief for your mind. He's already prepared peace for your inner life. This week does not begin at your limit. It begins in God's care. So release now what you tried to control too much. Hand over what feels heavy and trust what worries you. Say in your heart, God, I place this week in your hands. When you do this, the weight decreases, fear loses strength, and faith takes the place of anxiety. May this week be different, not because everything will be perfect, but because you chose to trust. Trust that God has already prepared everything. Trust that He is ahead of you. Trust that even on difficult days, you will not be alone. Begin this week in peace. Walk with hope and rest in this truth. God has already prepared what you need for this week, and He is taking care of you.